So welcome everyone, those who are joining live and those who are listening to the recording later. It's lovely to have you here. It's Wednesday, the 24th of January, and we're starting these days at 7 for those who would like to join live for future. So we're just a little bit earlier, so everyone can go with their day. Sorry, that's shadow, raiding dustbin, shadow. So it's the full moon tomorrow, the first full moon of this year, on the 25th of January. It's full moon in Leo as well, and I'm a Leo, which is so Leo is all about the heart and heart energy and returning to the heart. I'll talk a little bit about that just now. So always full moon energy, full moon times are high energy times. They're an energy of building, of coming to a culmination, also of the sort of end of a cycle. It's coming to a culmination and then releasing. And so this full moon is very much about releasing the things of last year that we want to release and envisaging a future for next year, for this coming year, which it's been a theme over the last few weeks that we've chatted about. And so the full moon energy is similar to the energy of ovulation in our bodies. It's a high energy, more extroverted time. The world feels more extroverted, although I was just saying here it's very misty. And so the mistiness conflicts that. It feels like it's a very introverted time because you don't see the full moon and the light of the full moon. But it's also the energy of midsummer. That's when things are coming to a peak. And then they sort of culminate, they're ready for harvest in the autumn or in the sort of waning moon. So it's also been a very significant week, and I don't want to go too much into the astrological stuff, but it's really worth listening to Michelle McClellan if you want to know more. She's a South African astrologer. But in the last few days, Pluto also moved into Aquarius, which is a very big event astrologically and energetically. Pluto is the planet of transformation and power. And he moved into Aquarius, which is all about community, all about the people. And he's going to be here in Aquarius for the next 20 years. And Pluto does this every 200 and I think it's 48 years or something. And the last time this was done was when we had the French Revolution and the American Revolution and the people taking back the power from the monarchies. So it can be a very significant time. Because the age of Aquarius, we're going to be realizing that we're all interconnected. And I think COVID really shone a light on this, on how connected we were. And that we are all one, and that we all affect each other profoundly, and that we're not separate from nature. So it's all about empowering ourselves and taking our power back and realizing that we have the power to co-create. So full moon in Leo. Leo is all about the heart and returning to the heart. And that's what we've been practicing in our mindful moments, is returning to our hearts and settling in our heart space, especially when things feel unsettled. And I've had a few times this week when I've really had to just put my hands on my heart and just return to my heart space and just breathe into my heart space and feel that energy and bring a feeling of gratitude for this moment. And this beautiful John O'Donohue poem, or blessing rather, just really reinforces about our senses. And it's something that I have become more and more aware of on my mindfulness journey, is just how much our senses tap us into the present, and how much our senses really can help us to really engage in the moment that we're in. And so often we try to be present. We want to remember something. There's a beautiful event, a beautiful view, and we look at it and we try and take a photo in our minds. And actually, if we really want to engage with something or remember it, we want to do more than just take a photo with our eyes, because that's so passing and only picks up the one dimension. We want to really tap into our sense of hearing and really listen to what's around us, and we want to really feel our feet, our sense of touch, feel our feet on the ground, or notice where we are, how we're standing, feeling even our feet in our shoes, smelling what's around us, the salty air, or the sense while we are cooking and baking and all that sort of thing. So that's our senses are the most powerful tool for bringing us back to the present. So yeah, it's lovely to have those who have just joined, and we're just talking about returning to our senses and returning to our bodies. So I'm going to lead us into this mindful moment by reading this blessing for the senses. And then we'll really engage with our senses as we settle. And if you find yourself doing something else as you listening to this live or the recording, so if you are walking or driving or anything like that, it's a perfect time to really tap into your senses as you're doing that. So thank you for being with us this morning. And I invite you to either close your eyes or drop your gaze in front of you. If you're driving, just really focus on the road ahead and just seeing it as if for the first time. Hopefully it's not the first time, but may your body be blessed. May you realize that your body is a faithful and beautiful friend of your soul. And may you be peaceful and joyful and recognize that your senses are sacred thresholds. May you realize that holiness is mindful, gazing, feeling, hearing, and touching. May your senses gather you and bring you home. May your senses always enable you to celebrate the universe and the mystery and the possibilities in your presence here. May the love of the earth bless you. May your body be blessed. May you realize that your body is a faithful and beautiful friend of your soul. And may you be peaceful and joyful and recognize that your senses are sacred thresholds. May you realize that holiness is mindful, gazing, feeling, hearing, and touching. May your senses gather you and bring you home. May your senses always enable you to celebrate the universe and the mystery and possibilities in your presence here. May the love of the earth bless you. And so just engaging firstly with our sense of hearing, allowing this to bring us home, listening to the sounds around you. Perhaps they are distant sounds. Letting them land on your body. If you notice that you're attaching judgment to good or bad or noisy or soothing, just noticing that you've done that and then letting go. Just listening with an open curiosity. Following the sounds closer and closer until they feel like they land on your body. And then engaging with your sense of touch. Just scanning through your body and noticing where your body comes into contact with the surfaces around it, the earth or floor, shoes or socks. A cushion or seat, chair. Perhaps a seat belt if you're driving. Noticing sensations in your hands. How your clothes sit on your body. Even sensations of touch as the air brushes up against your nose. And just pausing here and noticing that sensation. And following the air as it enters your nose and noticing if there are any smells. Just engaging with how it feels as the air enters your nose and as it moves back out into the world. And dropping your attention into your mouth space. Noticing what sensations are there today, what tastes are there. And then dropping your attention into your heart space, into your chest. This place where all our life and energy stems from. Just notice what sits there today. Like the guest house from last week, just noticing what guests are there today in our heart space. Maybe there are a number of guests of different emotions of anticipation or fear, of calm, of anxiety, of a heaviness or a lightness. There's no right or wrong or good or bad, but now's our time just to pause and notice with curiosity. Perhaps even greeting them, acknowledging their presence. And then slowly letting them go, like we would let go of a balloon, and allowing it just to drift up. Letting go of our attachment to any of these visitors. And just sitting in our bodies for the next few moments as we are. Just feeling how it feels in our bodies in this moment. And then inviting into our heart space a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for our senses that we've just engaged with. And that allow us to move in the world, to act in the world. Feeling if this gratitude has a sensation or a color, a lightness. And perhaps expanding this gratitude, not just for our senses, but for this present moment that we find our bodies in. Whatever our challenges, whatever life is throwing us at this moment, just to feel a gratitude for being here, for the experiences, for the moments. And perhaps inviting an image of people that you are grateful for in your life. Anyone from the most important people in your life to people perhaps who serve you on a daily basis, work in your home or serve you a cup of coffee and look after you at the shops. Bring up a sensation of gratitude for them and connecting with them in this moment. Surrounding them in this color or sensation or light. Knowing that we are all interconnected and that we all influence each other. And that the gratitude and the light and the love that we can connect with in our heart space can affect the world through which we move each day. And if there were worries and fears and anxieties that you connected with, that you found, that you met in your heart space, just inviting them back in to this heart space, surrounded by this feeling of gratitude, of love. Not trying to fix them, not trying to make them better or make them go away, just bringing them into this heart space. Just allowing them to be as they are, but surrounded by love. And then letting go of this, allowing it to drift away. And engaging again with our senses as we take a deep breath in and perhaps sigh out. Taking a few of these and then engaging with our sense of touch to bring ourselves back to our bodies, perhaps rubbing our hands on our thighs or moving our fingers, rolling our shoulders. Noticing again our body in our chair or on our cushion. Coming back to the touch, the sounds, and when you're ready, opening your eyes to the sight, the colors, the lights around you. May your body be blessed. May you realize that your body is a faithful and beautiful friend of your soul. And may you be peaceful and joyful and recognize that your senses are sacred thresholds. May you realize that holiness is mindful, gazing, feeling, hearing, and touching. May your senses gather you and bring you home. May your senses always enable you to celebrate the universe and the mystery and the possibilities in your presence here. May the love of the earth bless you. Namaste. Thank you for joining today. I'd love you to unmute if you'd like to and you're welcome to share anything or any thoughts or experience or sensations, or type something in the chat, or if you have to rush off. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next week at 7 a.m.
Thank you, Nicola.
Thanks, Angina. Lovely to have you.
It's lovely to be back.
Thanks, Nix.
Thanks, Sarah. Thanks for joining.
Great to see you.
Lovely to see you too.
Be here.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks. See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Thanks, Nix.
Thank you,
I
Sarah.
think that the physical holding of gratitude and then allowing the negative in, well, that sort of practice is so powerful, because you realize that gratitude just overpowers all that.
Yeah, I'm finding that more and more, if I can hold the two together, that it does overpower it, and it makes it, it's really softens it here. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. I'm going to stop recording now. Thank you for those who've also listened online. I hope you enjoyed it.